estate.
It's movie review time! Hey guys, TRX here, and here for movie review, where we will be reviewing the movie Joker. The movie came out October 4th, and that is the night that I saw it. And let me tell you, it was something to behold. Okay, but before I go on any more, I must warn you. There are spoilers in this video. So if you wish to see Joker and not have me spoil it for you, leave the video, go see the movie if you're 17 or older, and then come back to this video. Alright, now, for the people who have seen Joker, or don't really care about spoilers, here's the synopsis of the film. So there's this average Joe played by the one and only Joaquin Phoenix, the man, the myth, the legend, and he has this mental condition. I wouldn't say it was a mental condition, but he had this condition where at random points in time, he would just start laughing uncontrollably. But we later find out in the movie that it's really not a condition. It was just the fact that the dad keep beating the shit out of him, and it caused that to happen. That's a spoiler, by the way. So, he deals with this issue, and then society doesn't really do anything to help him. So it starts out, he's in this this therapy session where the doctor's like,
man, you're taking 7 months of medication, alright? And then the government's gonna cut our funding.
It's like, well, crap, how am I gonna get my medication? And so it just kind of doesn't go well for him from then on. So he lives with his mother, but he kind of takes care of her because, she's kind of on the crazy side. So he's been doing that, and he wants to be a comedian. So he goes to comedy shows and takes notes on how to make good jokes and be a good stand-up comedian. So while he's doing that, he works as like a party clown, or like, what's it called? It's not a party clown. What is the word? What am I thinking of? It's like a clown they have like at birthdays parties or something like that. That kind of clown. So he does that. He does like little dancing stuff like that. Does like advertisements for stuff like that. But then he eventually gets fired. Oh no, another spoiler, because he took a gun to a children's hospital after one of his coworkers gave it to him after he got beat up by that sign and then those kids. So he got fired from being a clown. He's like so salty he had to take the subway home, and then these Wall Street boys are like, hey ma'am, because there's a girl there. Hey, how you doing, girl? You want some fries from McDonald's? Like I personally would have been like, heck yeah, give me those fries. So they're kind of harassing her, and then his condition happens again, and then they're like, yo man, you're weird, and then they just beat him up. And then he took out the gun and said, oh, not today, and then no, you're out of here. So he killed the 3 dudes, and then that's kind of where his killing habit began. So that's probably all the synopsis of the movie I'll do for now. Before I saw the movie, I saw this interesting post on Instagram. It said, so Batman the Killing Joke, the animated movie that came out in 2016, he got thrown into like a chemical vat and became the Joker. But then in the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, he got thrown into society and became the Joker through there. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was like how society can be cruel and stuff like that. So I thought that was really interesting.
So what did you like about the movie, Trent?
Joker was amazing, and here's why. Joker wasn't really an action-based movie. It was just like a whole lot of drama going on. But I thought it was really interesting, like how they did that and how they showed like the change in like Arthur from being just like this mentally unstable man to this full-fledged killer like throughout the movie. I thought that was really cool. I think Joker having the R rating really helped out the story and just like the movie overall. Because I think where Venom struggled as a movie, I'm not saying it was a bad movie, it was okay. I think where Venom struggled is that it was PG-13 and it kind of held back on like the violence. And I feel like if Venom was R-rated, then it could have been a good movie. So I like that Joker did have the R rating because there wasn't a lot of action, but there was a lot of violence. You know what I mean? But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was an amazing Joker, and I like that they just made him like into some like crazy person. So I think the problem with Jared Leto's Joker in the DCEU is that he was more just like this gang leader instead of just some crazy person as the Joker should be. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, like, he inspired like crime in the city. Like Jared Leto's Joker just had like his like henchmen and stuff like that, which isn't bad, but yeah, Joker is one of the greatest villains like in all superhero history. Like, you can go ahead and at me for that. Like, the Joker inspired chaos. Like, he inspires chaos and anarchy. And Joaquin Phoenix's Joker did an amazing job of that. But the movie overall, it was a little slow, but yet it demanded all of your attention. And the only thing that really bothered me about the movie was how much of an idiot Murray Franklin was. So another part of the movie, Arthur Fleck, he did like his little comedy show, and it didn't go so well. And Murray Franklin was like, haha, play the clip. I want to make fun of him. Haha. And he was like, Arthur Fleck, and the clip was like, everybody laughs when I said I wanted to be a comedian, but no one's laughing now. He was like, haha, you can say that again, buddy. I was like, dang, man, you didn't have to do my man's like that. And then Murray Franklin invited Arthur Joker onto his show. I was like, are you serious? Murray Franklin clearly knew that he was mentally unstable. He was like, hey, look, that person's mentally unstable. Let's make fun of him. Yep, he was just not the brightest bulb. And yeah, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. It got him killed. Joker went onto his show and shot my man's right in the head. That was probably, out of all the things I didn't expect from that movie, that was the number one thing. But yeah, Murray Franklin was an idiot, and I didn't like him at all. I really liked the message of that movie. It was just saying how society can be cruel, and if someone's struggling with something, like, they won't go out of their way to help that person in need. So I thought that was pretty powerful. And I think another message was that, like, one person, like, can make a difference. Like, but in this case, it wasn't in the good way. So yeah, Arthur Fleck was just some ordinary Joe who just had a clown job. But then it ended up being him that, I mean, there was already crime in Gotham, but he, like, really sparked, like, the crime in Gotham. And he inspired Joe Chill. He was one of the guys in the end with one of the clown masks, and it showed Thomas and Martha Wayne getting shot up. So I thought that was cool how they incorporated, you know, like, Bruce Wayne's little backstory in it. I thought that was interesting. So I'd say it was probably more of like less action, like more like, I wouldn't say political, just like, it was like one of those like drama-based movies like that has like a strong message, and that's what I really liked about Joker. It wasn't like action-based. Like, it was not, like, it didn't feel like a DC or Marvel movie. So, how do we compare Joker to The Dark Knight? Heath Ledger is obviously my favorite Joker, and I think a lot of other people's too. He was such a good Joker, and I personally don't think anyone could top his performance in The Dark Knight. He was just so good. In The Dark Knight as a movie, like, I don't think I can physically find anything wrong with The Dark Knight. That's how good of a movie it was. Like, The Dark Knight is probably my favorite superhero film of all time. But how does it compare to Joker? Heath Ledger had both elements of just like some crazy person, like, and a gang leader. Like, Jared Leto's was probably just gang leader, not so much being just some crazy person. But Heath Ledger, like, he had both of those elements and he executed them like fantastic. Other than like Penny, like, having that relationship with Thomas Wayne, that part was kind of weird because she's like an old lady and he like wasn't. So I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, other than that, like, I'd say the movie Joker was a fantastic movie, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend it. My overall score out of 10 would be a 9.5, just because I feel like they really took their time, which I liked, but like, they probably could have like sped up some parts. He read some like letters, and like sometimes it was like hard to catch like some of the words on the letter, so I had to like ask one of my friends like what it said because I didn't really have time to read it. But that was like a super minor thing for me. Like, it didn't really make any difference because it still made perfect sense in the end. It was like one of those complex movies, but yet you like understand it perfectly. Does that make sense? It was a fantastic movie. If you're over 17, you're not, and you can handle dark stuff, you need to go see it. Is Joker better than The Dark Knight? That is hard to say. They were both amazing movies. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide that. I want to see your comments, and I want to see which movie you liked better, Joker or The Dark Knight. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say about that. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for tuning into this movie review. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash like and subscribe to join the herd, and I'll see you guys in the next video.